Well, I thought I'd give you an update on my situation. So far, three of my accounts on Facebook have been banned. This is my fourth one, which is probably gonna get banned soon. So I figured let me try to post as much as I can on it. They also my Twitter account gone, kaput. I'm not allowed back on there indefinitely. So obviously, I must be some kind of threat to them. If you want to contact me, best thing to do is to send messages on Instagram under Rockman Designs. That's my business. And they're not going to ban me there because I don't talk politics. It's just strictly business. Which brings me to my point. This so-called reopening of America. Have you heard of the restrictions they're going to put on boutiques, galleries, and diners, restaurants? They're going to have strips on sidewalks to making sure you keep your distance, and wearing masks are mandatory. Okay? And then with the restaurants, they're going to have every other booth filled with mannequins, and you have to wear your mask going to your table and then leaving or going to the bathroom. This is beyond Twilight Zone. This is truly insanity. I mean, it's absolute insanity. They even have Massachusetts now. They're having people, the town is putting up arrows to show you on sidewalks what direction to walk. This is not about safety. Safety has nothing to do with this. The masks don't do crap. They make you sicker. I told you that. You gotta research it. They were never meant to be worn outside. If you're in a crowded subway car, yes, okay, I could almost understand that. But it won't prevent the coronavirus because the coronavirus is the smallest virus that can go right through the mask. And if you did your research and you stopped listening to the damn media, you would know this. But you're not doing that. And I certainly not going to do it for you. You have to do your own research. But trust me, the masks do not help at all. And let me tell you something. If you're one of those people that wear them constantly and don't want to go out without one, and especially outside when you're exercising or biking or doing whatever, don't go out. Stay the hell home. Okay? If you're that frightened of going out that you have to wear a mask 24/7, you don't belong outside. Period. I'm getting really annoyed now with this bullshit. Because let me tell you something. With these new restrictions, small businesses are not going to survive. They already said 100,000 privately owned businesses are going to go, not reopening. And I guarantee you that number is higher. And the ones that are opening for, let's say, a month or two, they're going to go down. You're going to have empty, boarded up shops all over the place. All these small towns are they're all going to go under. It's heartbreaking to see that. Now, where are the towns supposed to get their tax money from if that happens? Because that's going to happen. I don't see people waiting online to get into a small boutique. They can only take one or two people at a time because most of them are small, okay? And they're going to wait online, separated, in 85, 90-degree weather, wearing a mask? No, I don't see that. Restaurants, whatever the booth having mannequins in it, and then setting up partitions between everyone? I'm sorry. I see that going on. And again, I don't blame these establishments. It's not their fault. It's the governors and the mayors are doing this. Because if they get caught not doing regulations, they get shut down and license removed. So I can't blame them anymore. I thought it was them. It's not. It's the actual cities and towns that are enforcing these illegal, unconstitutional laws. There's nothing constitutional about this. I don't understand why Trump is not going after these guys. I don't even know why he has Fauci on his team, who is Fauci. People like this, Gates, Fauci, these are demons. They're not human. They're demonic beings. Trust me on this. They're out to create the new world order, and I told you the masks are part of that symbolism. They're what I call the temporary mark of the beast. It's to see how stupid and gullible people are. And so far, there's a lot of them. Now, we also have a lot that are protesting, like out in California. I'm very proud of that. I noticed the big crowds, not doing any social distancing, no mask. I love it, because that's the way it should be. And what I also want to see is I would love to see mega gatherings all throughout the country. That'd be awesome. Seriously, it's only that type of rising up that is going to end this insanity. Because a lot of your law enforcement, there's some out there that are real assholes that are on a power trip, but for the most part, law enforcement, which I do support, they don't want this. They don't want to deal with this crap. You have a few that are like power hungry and they want to throw the beat down on a person that's not having a mask on, and those guys got to go. But for the most part, I talked to a couple of them. They couldn't care less. They got better things to worry about than people not wearing masks. And social distancing, I've seen it. Unless there's a huge crowd, they're not going to bother. I've been around outside in the parking lot with like several people hanging out. They don't care. But if they see a big 30, 40 crowd, which I disagree with, I don't think they should do it, but I guess they have to. But it's my point. If you want all this insanity to end, get out there and protest, because this is going to get worse, much worse. They're doing all this. They want to see how much of the population is going along with it. And you get more than 50 to 60% to go along with this, you can't imagine what they're going to come up with down the road. Mandatory testing, mandatory vaccines, removing people out of homes if they refuse to get the vaccine. Oh, it's coming. Trust me, it's coming. And another thing, they want to get your property too. No more private property ownership. This is, make no mistake, you're heading into communism. Mr. Trump, you said under your watch, this country will never become a socialist country. I submit to you that right now, a quarter of your liberal states are becoming worse. They're becoming communist states unto themselves. Something better be done very quickly.